employment issues, both the employer and the employee side, so important. Either side makes or breaks everybody's lives. JJ the CPA here, hope you're doing well. So this is 5 tips in 5 minutes. If you're not a subscriber, I'd love it if you'd click it. All right, let's get going. First, employers, on an annual basis, at least, be sure to know when your employees have reached their anniversary date. Celebrate it. It doesn't take much per se. Cupcakes, donuts, a lunch, celebrating an employee being there also is good morale for everybody else, recognizing that you're the kind of employer that they should stick around and work for. Give a raise as well. Anything, something. Don't be an employer that will only pay what the employee is willing to take. Pay what the job is worth. And remember this, the cost to replace an employee is way more than an annual raise. Let your customers know, then your customers know you're also a great employer, someone they should value. So employers, take care of your employees at least annually with special recognition. Second, employees, remind your managers, your bosses, your employers that it is your annual anniversary. You know, so many of us get busy and it sounds like a terrible excuse, but everybody is. And especially in small businesses, there may not really be a mechanism in play other than maybe a manager or an owner that puts it on their calendar, your hire date, your start date. So don't necessarily feel that you've been slighted, ignored. Let everybody know. Here's a great way. Just bring donuts and just say, hey, I'm celebrating 1 year here, 2 year here. And about a week after, if you haven't received anything from your employer about maybe a review on your compensation, send a quick email and just say, hey, I'd like to review my compensation after being here a year. That's it. Just open the conversation and expect it. Number 3, employers offer a retirement plan. Here's the simplest one. It's called a simple plan. So check with your advisor, go online, something. It's simple because it's simple. The cost is nil to you because typically the brokerage house is going to charge $35 to $50 a year to administrate it. However, that is paid out of the participant's account, the employee's account. The simple plan requires a match of 3%, let's say. And in less than a minute, I can't go through every detail, so you're going to have to look it up. But when we just go with this 3% match, if they put in $1, all you have to put in is $1. If they put in 5% of their annual salary, you only have to put in up to 3% of their annual salary. It's a huge benefit. It encourages them to stay. You're providing things that other employers are. And if you take the total cost of that 3% divided by the total number of hours in a year that they're working, it is nil. Number 4, employees. If you're offered a retirement plan at work, you need to participate in it, at least to the extent of what the employer matches. So if their match is up to 3% of your salary, then put up to 3% of your salary, as in put in 3% of your salary, because that is then obvious 6% of your annual compensation that's going into your retirement. So if you make $50,000 a year, you can put in $1,500. If you divide that out by your pay periods, that's not that much. And then your employer is going to match that as well. I think that many look at retirement as savings. It's not. It's for retirement. So put in as much as you possibly can, but at least the amount that the employer is going to match. This last one is for employers and employees. Employers, make sure you have work compensation insurance. If your worker or employee gets hurt, then the insurance is going to pay for it. And if they take advantage of it, then let them. That's why you have the insurance. Work comp insurance is vital, even if you have independent contractors, because you care for those that are working for you. And if they get injured, you're going to want them to be taken care of. And that insurance takes care of not only their medical, but also their lost wages. Employees, get disability income insurance. The maximum you can get by law is 60% of your compensation. So it's not enough. So if your employer doesn't offer it, which many don't, then find somewhere and get disability insurance so that if you're injured, you will be able to continue to be paid, because your employer may not be able to.
You know what it is, man. Hey, we about to crack the CPA code. JJ the CPA, what up?